Breaking news, Joe Rogan is in trouble and he's bringing the stock of Spotify down with him. Is this a good opportunity to buy Spotify at a discount, or is that the end of Spotify? We're going to discuss about all that after the intro. What's up guys, this is JC and welcome to the Wealth Engineering channel. I create content so that you can learn how to make, keep, and multiply money for the purpose of increasing your net worth, retire early, and build generational wealth. Now, if you are interested in stocks, crypto, real estate, and business, make sure you hit the like, subscribe, and click the bell. Today, we're going to talk about the stock market, but specifically Spotify and Joe Rogan. There's some things going on there. We got to dive deep into it. Those who don't know, lately, Spotify, Joe Rogan, they have been a lot of controversy because first his views with the jab, this thing that you have to put there that is mandated everywhere. Joe Rogan is having a lot of people on his panel that have opposite views than what the conventional method is saying, but that is driving the old media crazy, and they've been attacking Joe Rogan a lot. And recently, there is this video that surfaced where Joe Rogan is actually, explicitly saying a certain racial words that is not supposed to say if you are white. We have this article here that says Joe Rogan apologized after compilation of him using racial slurs spread, right? So let's hear what he has to say, because so that you can have a better perspective of what's going on. Here it is.
The
thing.
yeah, saying the word
You've already said is just like saying she's calling you like this boy that he's and starts calling them word. There should be a word like, especially like the word that's our he says guy and then starts.
You get the point, guys. He's been saying it a lot. Joe Rogan podcast has been going on for years, so I guess he has a long history of saying this, and people just put the compilation together. He does not look good by anyway. And to make matters worse, in his apology, he actually revealed another story where that makes it even worse. I'll just leave it at that. To make matters worse, in his apology, he was talking about a story with apes, relating to black people, and he's just not look good at all. So needless to say, this is sparking a lot of debates, a lot of emotions evoking. Now, people were trying to cancel Joe Rogan for a lot of times, but now they may eventually hit Joe Rogan very hard. For the most part, it's been working great for them, but lately the price has been tumbling. If we're actually looking at the chart right here, you can see like around 2020 skyrocketing a lot. And yes, since then, earlier this year, it's been dropping. We're actually having on a weekly channel, we're having the price action below the 50-week moving average. But not to go too technical here, that's not the point. The price has been going down lately. But if we actually see the last, I would say 2 months, November, December, all the way to now, we're talking about like a 43% drop from the price of Spotify. Now the question is it a good buy right now, or is it something that you should look into further or watch what's going on? I'm going to give you my perception on it right now, but let's dive deeper into it. Now, what I love to do, guys, is pull up some of the income statements, the financial sheets and all that. And just to keep it simple, let me put it bigger for you guys. So we're looking at the Spotify since 2015 all the way to 2021. You can see it's basically growing in terms of revenue, but it's also growing in terms of expenses. The net income is not really appealing to me, right? But it depends on, that could be a great business model for them. It depends on what they're trying to achieve, whether they're trying to achieve market domination or whether they have other plans that we just don't know yet. Like, for example, become more of a publisher instead of a platform. That's going to be wait and see. Me personally, it's not a stock I'm currently investing in right now. I'm just trying to say that, hey, with this thing going on, we have the price crashing. Is that the good time to buy a stock at a discount, at a 43% discount since November? Interesting price. What I would say, guys, is the following. Simply look at what's going on right now, because there is a lot of bet against Spotify. What I would say right now, guys, is be careful with this talk, right? Because there is something a lot bigger that's happening beyond the financial world, right? This is almost like a fight for freedom. You have one party who's standing still on Spotify, making sure that they apologize for Joe Rogan, for example, the CEO of Spotify. He apologized for Joe Rogan, but at the same time, they're still backing their man, and they have to. They made $100 million investment from him, right? Now, that's also distracting other people from doing business with Spotify. We had a very popular musician dropping from the platform, asking to have his music removed off the platform. So these are things that we need to observe, because from a long-term perspective, if this is a trend, it could affect the market or the stock price in the long term. So these are things that we got to watch out. All right. So with that said, guys, I just want to give you my wrap-up conclusion on what's going on, because I did receive some messages on people asking me what are my thoughts on all this. We got to ask ourselves, what do we have to gain from this, right? Because the N word is kind of like reserved for the Black community. We use it with each other, but hey, now it seems that it's being used as a way to attack freedom of speech, right? So we need to understand where this is coming from, because if we're having an emotional reaction and start supporting the cancel of Joe Rogan, then cancel culture win. And what Joe Rogan right now, whether we like it or not, it's actually a big pillar when it comes to the freedom of speech. If we hit that, then it's going to cascade in many other layers. And then now even me talking to you might be attacked at some point too, because of my freedom of speech might be a problem in the future. So what I'm seeing right now is a fight for freedom of speech that is being used, and they're using the N word to channel an emotional reaction from the Black community. We got to keep it a buck. We are emotional people, and this is something that is being using. They've been trying all weapon against Joe Rogan without any proof, without any success. But now this time it might actually work, guys. So we gotta watch out, and you gotta understand this, because if Joe Rogan falls, Spotify might very well fall with it, right? So that's where I come from this topic. And to be honest with you, what I see on the financial sheets with their expenses growing, but they're not necessarily making a lot of money. And with the threat of all the innovation that can happen, you know, we have other platforms coming in, we have NFTs, right? We might see a trend where more artists, more platforms, more content creator, they go on an independent route as opposed to more controlled by a platform / publisher like Spotify. Then we got to understand more of the trend where it's going. And for those reasons, I would not buy it, even though it is at a 40% discount. That's for me, but you make your own decisions. I wanted to provide a whole aspect on this topic, and you let me know what you think. With that said, we'll talk on the next video.
Hey, yeah, it's all about wealth engineering. Might be something that you're not used to. It's okay, cause I'm here to introduce you to concepts. Time to grow and make big moves. All about crypto, come see. Stocks in business, yes indeed. Got the info that you need. Hosted by my homie JC.